Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. In a bowl, crack 2 eggs. Next, in a separate bowl, place about 1.5 pounds, or 700 grams of ground beef. Now grate 1 red bell pepper. As it turns into soft shreds, that fresh, slightly sweet scent appears immediately. Bell peppers are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants. Friends, I always enjoy knowing where you're from. Please share your city and country, and if you're in the US, let me know your state. Gently squeeze out the extra juice. Add the pepper to the bowl with the meat. Next, grate 1 white onion. As the onion softens on the grater, that familiar sharp aroma rises into the air. Somehow, it always brings back memories of childhood kitchens, when my mother would grate onions at the table while dinner slowly came together for the whole family. Carefully squeeze out the excess juice. Add the onion to the meat. Now finely chop a small bunch of fresh parsley. The bright green color instantly lifts the mixture. Parsley is rich in vitamins A and C and helps support digestion and immunity. More than that, the sight of fresh herbs always feels like the final touch before dinner is served. Thank you for being with us, dear subscribers. You can now support our channel by becoming a sponsor and enjoy early access to new videos. We truly appreciate your support. Add it to the bowl. Then grate 3 cloves of garlic on a mini grater. As soon as garlic is crushed, that unmistakable aroma fills the air. The same smell that used to drift through the house and make everyone ask what was cooking. Garlic is also well known for supporting heart health and strengthening the immune system. If you have any questions about the recipe, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments, and I'll reply as soon as I can. Add it to the bowl. Now add 1 cup or 125 grams of flour. Flour helps bind the mixture so everything holds together once cooked. 1 teaspoon of paprika, it adds warmth and color. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Then pour in the eggs from earlier. Using a spoon, mix everything thoroughly until the mixture becomes thick, smooth, and evenly combined. Mixing slowly helps the ingredients blend together into a soft, balanced texture. Friends, if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more recipes like this. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Place it into the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. Now cut 2 medium potatoes into small wedges. Potatoes are one of those timeless ingredients that have nourished families for generations. They're rich in potassium and provide steady energy, which is why they've always been such a comforting foundation of so many home-cooked meals. Pour water into a pot. Add 1/2 tablespoon of salt. Stir well, bring the water to a boil. Once the water begins to bubble, add the potatoes. Stir them gently so they cook evenly. Cover with a lid and cook until tender. Meanwhile, prepare the baking tray. Place parchment paper onto the baking sheet. Drizzle a little olive oil over the parchment. Use a brush to spread it evenly across the surface. Olive oil is rich in healthy fats and antioxidants, helping support heart health while adding gentle flavor. Now take the meat mixture out of the refrigerator. Remove the plastic wrap. Transfer the mixture onto the prepared baking sheet. Using a spatula, spread it evenly across the surface so it forms a smooth layer. This step always reminds me of watching my mother smooth out the meat before baking, making sure every corner of the tray was filled just right before it went into the oven. Now make neat cuts across the meat, just as shown in the video. This helps the meat cook evenly and makes it easier to portion later. Then place the tray into the oven and bake for 30 minutes at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Next, check the potatoes. Pierce them gently with a fork to see if they are soft. If the fork slides in easily, they are ready. Drain the water. Add about half a stick, or 60 grams, of butter to the potatoes while they are still hot. Mash the potatoes until smooth and creamy. Butter melts instantly into the potatoes, giving the mash that rich, comforting flavor many of us remember from childhood dinners. Finely chop another small bunch of parsley. Add it to the mashed potatoes. Now add a small can of canned corn. Mix everything thoroughly until the mash becomes soft, colorful, and well combined. Corn adds natural sweetness and little bursts of texture. It's one of those ingredients that always feels cheerful on the plate and reminds me of simple home meals shared around the table. Now, prepare the sauce. Cut 1 cucumber into small pieces. Cucumbers are naturally hydrating and refreshing, helping keep the dish balanced and light. Place them into a bowl. Finely chop a small bunch of green onions. Green onions bring a gentle sharpness and freshness that wakes up the flavors. And add them to the cucumber. Then finely chop 1 clove of garlic. Even a small amount of garlic brings warmth and depth to a simple sauce. Add it to the bowl. Then add 1 tablespoon of sour cream, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Mix everything thoroughly until the sauce becomes smooth and fresh. Now remove the baked meat from the oven. The surface should be golden and slightly crisp along the edges. Place several pieces onto a plate. Add a generous portion of the mashed potatoes beside them. Finish with a spoonful of the fresh cucumber sauce. Let's try it. The meat is juicy and rich, the mashed potatoes soft and comforting, and the cool, creamy sauce brings everything together beautifully. It's the kind of meal that feels simple but deeply satisfying. The sort of food that quietly gathers everyone around the table. I hope this recipe brings warmth and comfort to your table as it did to mine. Thank you for cooking with me today, but don't go just yet. There's another cozy and tasty recipe I'd love to share with you. 1 pound or 450 grams of ground beef, add 1 egg, then add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Now grate 1 onion. As the onion releases its sweet aroma, it always reminds me of family dinners. The sound of grating and the smell filling the kitchen bring back memories of cozy evenings when everyone gathered around the table. Add it to the bowl with the meat. Grate 2 cloves of garlic on a mini grater. Garlic has such a distinct aroma, warm and inviting, and it pairs beautifully with the beef. Besides flavor, garlic is also rich in antioxidants and supports the immune system, which is especially valuable in colder months. Friends, I'd be so happy to hear where you're from. Let me know your city, country, and if you're in the US, your state too. Add it to the bowl as well. Finally, chop a bunch of fresh parsley. Its bright green color always makes a dish look more alive, and the light herbal flavor balances the richness of the meat. If something is unclear in the recipe, just leave a comment, and I'll answer as soon as possible. Add it to the bowl. Mix everything gently but thoroughly with your hands. Mixing by hand warms the beef slightly, helping the seasonings blend better, but don't overwork it so the patties stay tender. Then, cut 1 medium sweet potato into small wedges. I love adding sweet potato to dishes like this. It has a gentle sweetness and is rich in fiber and vitamins A and C, making the meal both colorful and nourishing. When cutting, try to keep the wedges about the same size so they roast evenly and soften at the same time. Liking this video would be appreciated. It's a great way to show your support. Friends, if you enjoy what you see, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for similar recipes in the future. Transfer to a bowl. Slice 1 yellow bell pepper into strips. Yellow peppers are mild and slightly sweet, and I enjoy using them because their cheerful color instantly brightens the dish. They're also full of antioxidants that are great for supporting eye health. Add the yellow pepper to the bowl with the sweet potato, then slice one red bell pepper. Red peppers have the richest flavor of all the bell peppers and are especially high in vitamin C. I often combine red and yellow peppers in roasted dishes because together they create not just a colorful mix, but also layers of sweetness and depth of flavor. Add the red pepper to the bowl as well. Drizzle everything with olive oil. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Toss the vegetables with your hands or a spatula until the spices coat everything evenly. I love using this blend of spices. Paprika adds warmth, oregano gives an earthy aroma, and together they make roasted vegetables so inviting. Transfer the vegetables to a baking tray. Bake in a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 30 minutes. While the vegetables are roasting, heat a pan with a little olive oil over medium heat. Form medium-sized patties from the beef mixture. If you keep your hands slightly damp, the mixture won't stick to your fingers. Place the patties into the pan and cook for 4 to 5 minutes on each side until golden brown. This part always brings back memories of family dinners. We would stand together in the kitchen, shaping patties and chatting about our day. It's such a simple step, but it makes the meal feel even more special. Once browned, make sure the patties are fully cooked inside, yet still juicy. Don't overcrowd the pan. Cook in batches if needed, so they sear properly and keep that lovely crust. Now, in a bowl, place 4 pineapple rings. Add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of paprika, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Mix gently so every slice is coated in this sweet and spicy mixture. Heat a pan with a little olive oil over medium heat. Add the pineapple rings and cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until lightly caramelized and golden. This brings out their natural sweetness and adds a wonderful flavor contrast to the savory patties. Take the roasted vegetables out of the oven and transfer them with tongs into a baking dish, spreading them evenly on the bottom. Arrange the cooked patties evenly on top of the vegetables. In a small bowl, combine 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of mustard, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Grate 1 clove of garlic on a mini grater. Add it to the sauce, and half a teaspoon of paprika. Whisk everything until smooth and creamy. This sauce is slightly sweet, slightly tangy, and ties the whole dish together. Spread the sauce over each patty with a brush. Place the caramelized pineapple rings on top of the patties. Grate 3 ounces or 90 grams of cheddar cheese. As you grate, notice how rich and fragrant it is. Cheddar's sharpness balances the sweetness of the pineapple beautifully. I always love this moment. The smell alone makes the kitchen feel warm and inviting, almost promising how delicious the final dish will be. Sprinkle it over the pineapple. Place the dish back in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. When the dish is ready, take it out of the oven. The cheese is melted and bubbly, and the pineapple has turned beautifully golden. The aroma that fills the kitchen is warm and inviting. Now, slice into the patties, soft beef inside, topped with sweet caramelized pineapple, all resting on roasted vegetables. Each bite brings the sweetness of pineapple, the savoriness of juicy beef, and the cozy warmth of peppers and sweet potato. It's colorful, comforting, and perfect for sharing with family. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. I hope this recipe brings warmth and joy to your table. Until next time, happy cooking!